We're on.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Carrie from Stamp with CT, and with me in the craft room is Dale the crafty husband.
And Oliver the crafty pup.
Yep, we're here because it is finally Friday, and we're here for our free online class that we do once a month. Dale is going to find, there's his Facebook, and I'm going to turn the volume way down, and we'll get over here to try to find the video, see if Facebook will smile upon us today. And things are looking pretty good.
They look good.
Looks pretty good. All right, so we will wait just a moment. If you're catching this part of the video, you are watching the replay. So welcome, replay crew.
Looks like Karen's already found us.
Karen's already found us. Awesome. Hello, Karen. Glad you're here. And hope things are going well for you. Have a good day, Dee?
Oh, yeah.
I did. Had a really good day. Cheryl was here today, and we did a lot of work. A lot of, if you can call it work. I don't really think we get to call it work because it's really more fun than work. But how was work?
Well, I found work to be okay today.
Well, good. And there's Debbie.
Other than technology.
Other than technology. He called me at lunch. He sounded a little frustrated. I could hear the frustration in his voice. And I said, what's the matter? And he said his computer program was giving him trouble, but it could have been an issue from, what did you say? From?
Between the keyboard and the chair. Between
the keyboard and the chair, yes. That very well could have. Or as Shane, our son Shane likes to call that a USER error. So true. I have those all the time. So it looks like we've got a couple friends watching already. So we're so glad you're here. It is finally Friday. And we are super, super, super excited about what we're doing in October as far as our classes. We had a wonderful Reindeer Days bingo last weekend because we are loving the Reindeer Days suite of products. Even though I was calling it Reindeer Games to begin with, I mended my ways, and it's Reindeer Days. So we are now into October. We have a stamp class with Reindeer Days, and we have this Finally Friday free online class. So I wanted to tell what?
Tomorrow morning?
Oh yeah, tomorrow morning we're using the Reindeer Days Memories and More for World Card Making Day to make some awesome cards. And then a lot of us are going to be donating those cards or other cards. We're doing a service project for Salvation Army. I've mentioned that before. And we're going to be doing 600 cards for the kiddos that the Salvation Army will help at the holidays. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So we are using all reindeer all the time in October. But that's okay because it's adorable, and I just keep thinking of more ideas. I love this suite so very much. So if you're not familiar with how Finally Friday free online class works, we love to come and share a project or projects with you each month in this format. And there's a couple different ways that you can get a make and take packet if you're interested. If you're not interested in the make and take packet, it is totally free for you to come and hang out with us and watch us make the projects. And we just hope that we get to inspire you. That's really one of our whys, one of our big whys, isn't it, Dee?
Yes, it is.
So we just want to inspire people to create, pull your products out, and make something fun or pretty. And then if you are interested in the kit, if you are a member of our Super Inspired Stampers team, we just offer you to pay a flat rate. It's $20 this month. Sometimes it's $15, sometimes it's $20. Depending on what's involved with the project. And Super Inspired Stampers are team members. They are also demonstrators, and most of them are hobby demonstrators. They just get to shop at a discount. So they can buy their own stamps and dies and that type thing. So that's why we just do that, a flat fee for the people in our team. One of the perks of being on our team. We love our team.
Yes,
and then you also have a couple options if you place an order of $40 in our online store at stampwithct.stampinup.net. Then you get the kit free to create the project that we're making tonight. Or if you spend $50, then we will also include with your kit a free embellishment. Now, I will give a little disclaimer before we get started, because I don't know that the embellishment can be the peppermints. So it may need to be something different. They have been very elusive, these peppermint embellishments, because they're so awesome.
They're quite cute.
They are. But I will do my best to get you peppermint embellishments if that's what you want, if you place at least a $50 order in our online store. So that's how you can get this kit for free. Or like I said, just watch us put this project together. So we do have the mini catalog opened up to the Reindeer Days suite with all the cute little samples. And then on the other page, what page is that, Dee?
This one is page 27.
Okay. The other page shows all the components to the suite. We didn't pull the designer series paper out because we're going to see most of it while making the project. So we just are going to show you the different components, give you a couple of tips about using them, and then we'll get right into the project.
Okay.
Dale did make us a little banner here with the host code. You do need to use our October host code in order to get your Finally Friday kit. Okay. And what else? I think that's all the like housekeeping-y stuff, isn't it?
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with the stamp set. Reindeer Fun.
Okay.
Super cute little photopolymer stamp set. We are only using one stamp tonight, and we're really using only half of it, aren't we? We're using half a stamp tonight.
Half a stamp tonight.
But it's a super cute, with lots of images and cute little phrases. Just a really nice photopolymer stamp set. But we're very excited about the dies that coordinate with this set. And of course, you've got dies that coordinate with the stamps. But then you've also got some dies that coordinate with the designer series paper. Oops, I should have moved that out of the way.
And some just standalone pieces.
Yes. So we want to talk to you a little bit about some of the dies. You want to start with that first card, Dee, and just talk about
let me just kind of go around a little bit. You have the presents that cut out and give the presents a texture. So they're not just a flat cut rectangle. And then the bows line up with the presents so that you can have them of a different color.
Yes, they're really cute. So you can just cut a square or rectangle and make it a present, but you want texture on it, right?
Yes.
Thanks, Stampin' Up.
And then the jingle bells.
Mm-hmm.
It cuts out two of them, and they're pretty doggone cute.
They are cute. We'll be using those tonight. And
then definitely we're using this bow.
Mm-hmm.
If you have trouble tying a bow, you can just die cut a bow. And then the holly leaves with the holly berries down here.
We'll be using that.
The reindeer face is 3 dies.
Okay.
I like it because the ears are all exactly the same size on all 3 dies.
Uh-huh.
And so what I normally do, you'll see here in just a moment, I'm going to hold it by where the ears are, and I'm going to hold it so that they all line up, and it will make your reindeer just come together and come alive.
Okay.
And the little texture.
So it's not futzy with like little antlers that you need to glue on. And...
No.
Okay.
And then
I like that too.
And then one of my favorite, we have a string of lights.
Okay. Yes, he was very tempted, you guys, to cut that out in several different colors and interchange those light bulbs, but you're welcome. I didn't let him do that. We've done that in the past.
And it does take a little bit of time to put it all together.
It does.
And y'all's time is more important than that. There's probably a video out there somewhere if you wanted to see it. But and then we have the little wreath on this one. You have this negative cutout that cuts out the the opening out in the card.
Yes, we'll show them that too.
And then these are the reindeer that line up with the stamp and a couple of the images on the DSP. And then this is the cute little tree, almost a Charlie Brown tree. And then this one is the Jingle Bell stamp that it cuts out. And it's pretty doggone cute too.
Okay.
So we're going to
got a couple more friends joining in. Thank you for being here. Let me have those so that they're handy.
All right.
And then, of course, we've got the super cute, in case somehow you've been hiding under a rock and you did not see the adorable peppermint embellishments. They are fabulous.
They're super cute.
And so we'll show you in just a minute if you order what you get in your kit. And then also the really cute red and white baker's twine.
Yes.
So fun. Okay, so we're going to be using a lot of this tonight.
And if you want the class, don't forget the host code.
Exactly. All right, let me show you what your packet looks like if you choose to order. We have your backing piece of cardstock and then all of the components that you need cut. You really only need one stamp, and in a minute we'll show you the sampler and you'll see what that is. So we purposely designed this so that you can substitute with things you have from your stash. And we are very, very excited about a new product that we're able to incorporate in this, and looking forward to incorporating this in memory keeping as well. Sometimes we do a scrapbook layout for Finally Friday. And so this is a new two-tone cardstock. And if you'll kind of bend back that one edge, Dale, they can see this is in real red, but this is a white core cardstock, which means if you tear it, you will see a white core. It's not real red all the way through.
Don't know if it's going to pick up.
Probably not.
But I can see a little bit.
You can see it?
I can see some white glow in there.
Okay.
I'm hoping the camera gets that white
But it's
glow.
fun that you can do some really cool techniques with this. You can do tearing. You can do sanding if you run this through embossing folder, and then you use some sandpaper or sanding block. You can get some of that image where you have the white core showing through, tearing techniques, lots of different things you can do with this paper. And I love that it gives you the options of two colors, two shades of the same color, right?
Right, two shades of the same, or as I think it's hues is what they call it in art. Okay.
And then we'll let Dale go ahead and show you the sampler that we're going to be making tonight.
Okay. The sampler, one of the things that you need to do when you design these is make sure that you've run through the math so that it looks the way that you want it to. And math is fun, right?
Well, not only looks the way you want it to, but that when you put it in the frame, it doesn't look wonky and everything, right?
Right.
Okay. So, you want to kind of tell them what we like to do as far as borders?
Well, we generally put in a 3/4 inch border between everything and all around. When you put it in the frame, you normally only have a 1/2 inch border and then a 3/4 in the center, simply because your frame's going to take up a little bit of extra space.
Mm-hmm. And the frame is not included in the class.
And we normally, or we have it designed, this one right here, designed so that if you use 3x3 squares, you can have 9 of them. But we're substituting for a few of them, more than a few of them, 6 of them. And so
there's lots of different ways you can design a sampler. You just have to keep your math in mind. So welcome, Becca and Laura. We're glad y'all are here. Okay, let's get to making our squares, and as we go, they'll get a close-up look, and then we'll give some tips on how to put it together as well. I'll take that, Dee.
You want the bottom one as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, let's take that and get that out of the way, and then that way we can bring it back in just a minute. Okay, you stay put. Don't turn your chair because I'm afraid it'll bump into things, okay?
Okay.
I've got this all lined out to where we have all of our little bits and pieces, so let's get organized first. How's that sound?
Okay. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's go ahead and talk about the back piece. Our back mat is the basic white, and it is 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. So if you wanted to do a sampler like this and cut the pieces yourself, or something, even another sampler like a fall sampler, we can give you the measurement so you would know. So then that means your next layer, which is Granny Apple Green, is 6.5 by 6.5.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the one after that, we did a garden green.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 6 1/4 by 6 1/4.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one is a 6 by 6
piece of designer series paper. Okay.
And so.
And then
our backer for our reindeer and
focal
image is
4 1/4
by 4 1/4, and then we cut a 4 by 4. We die cut this out and then run it through the birch embossing folder.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure. You may want to kind of hold that at an angle. We can kind of see.
Hoping you can see.
I'm hoping too, because it's really cute. It looks like maybe we've frozen on Facebook as far as Dale's phone for some reason. I think he needs to use Facebook more often. Facebook may be mad at you.
Well, that's
because it just doesn't seem to work very well for you. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at those other pieces that you've got there, Dee.
All right, we got the 3 pieces of the reindeer face.
Okay.
Oh, we get a pro tip coming up here.
Okay, a pro tip.
Mm-hmm. And then you have the holly berries, the leaves, and the bow.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start out with the pro tip.
You want to do the reindeer first?
I'm gonna do the reindeer first.
Okay.
And so put the glue on the back of the one that has the that you're
gluing onto.
That you're not the one that you're gluing with.
Okay.
Instead of, because when I put it on the when I first did this and I put it on the ears and everything, it poked through where the eyes were. And the glue poked through, and I got glue all over my fingers, and it just kind of stuck me to everything.
Okay.
And if you want your reindeer to go with you, that's it. That will work. But if you want it to
leave it on your project,
yeah, then once so we've got that lined up, and then we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to put a little up here.
I see what you're saying. And
that's way too much.
That's way too much glue.
Yeah.
You need to rub some of that off on something?
I do need to rub, yep.
Okay, I think I've got a little Post-it note right here you could use, and I actually have these Post-it notes because we're going to...
Let me see if I can get some of this.
Use that to mask off.
There we go.
Yes, we do not want a crafting emergency on the very first square.
No, we don't. And then, like I say, you just kind of hold it up. I hold it up where I've got his face, and I bring his ears down to where they're all together, and then
line it up, huh?
Line it up, and you'll if you don't unline it up. Is that a thing?
Okay.
You'll see the face
come together. It's so stinking cute.
It is quite cute.
It is so cute.
Okay.
We get him all lined up and then set him aside so he can dry. Now we've had fun because this one you did beige.
Yes, I did the body in beige because I just think the white's kind of
too stark.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're using white for stamp class.
I'm gonna go ahead and
we're making more deer in stamp class.
I'm gonna go rogue on you. I'm gonna grab a quick little glue dot, because when I glued this bow strictly to the body, I had to hold it down.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna try to get this glue dot.
Glue dot instead. Recommend that instead.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get that to go right here on the back of the bow. Oh, it's not coming. All right, there we go. And then.
So y'all let us know if Reindeer Days, if your team Reindeer Days, let us know in the comments.
Then put that
team
up
Reindeer.
there, and then I'm just going to kind of bring this in here and press down with a little bit with the take your pick. Pick that up a little bit so it kind of gives it a little lift.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to just leave him sitting right there.
Okay.
And now, a little mini glue dot behind this, these berries. And then, let me see if I can get that guy out of there. And poke this other little hole.
Yes, Debbie, the reindeer is adorable. And Cassandra's here. Hello, Cassandra.
Alright, and then just kind of plop him on there.
Yeah, Cassandra said didn't realize it was 5 o'clock. We did change the time because everybody liked that last month, doing it at 5 o'clock Central Time. So hopefully this is working out for you guys. Just give us feedback if not. Okay.
No,
you happy with that?
I'm happy with that. All right, now let's get to the hard part.
That's not the hard part.
That was fun.
That was very fun.
Let's see if we can see if we can learn from Mary. Dot, dot, not a lot.
Okay. And we just did those, leaving an 1/8 inch border all the way around. That's one of the fun things about designing samplers, is the matting can really make a difference in what it pulls from your designer series paper. So kind of by pulling out the colors from the paper, it really makes the paper pop, and then having that red background just pulls most of the colors that are used in the paper out. Look at you, that's awesome.
Well, and I like the dot, not a lot, and because I have these clean spaces where I can put my fingers to hold everything.
If you'll hand me that glue, I'll put some glue on this.
Okay. Show them those little reindeer faces you're covering
Yes,
up.
this is the B side that I will be covering up. And Dale came up with a super cool little tip. And we did talk about this at launch party. If you use a circle stylish shape die to cut out every other reindeer, and then you use the rounded rectangle from the nested essentials dies, you can cut out every single reindeer from this paper. It's really awesome. And we used those when we did launch party, and we're going to be using them again in that fashion when we do stamp class in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
The third Saturday of each month is stamp class. So if you're local to us and you want to come stamp with us, we would absolutely love it if you did that. Came to stamp class.
Okay.
So let us know if you're interested. I know some of you have already signed up.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this back piece on here.
Okay. We didn't pop that up?
No, we pop up the other piece.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get this lined up.
So Cassandra likes 5 o'clock. And she is Team Reindeer. Reindeer Games. I don't know why I kept calling it that, but I sure did.
It's Reindeer Games is Monopoly, isn't it?
Well, it's from the Rudolph song too. Like Monopoly? Is that what you mean?
Yep, like
Reindeer
Monopoly.
Games like Monopoly?
Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy. Make sure I got the right side. Kind of hard to tell.
Is it?
Put me a dimensional in each corner. And then cut off a little strip of the bones.
Okay.
Oh, We'll get some dimensional backs everywhere.
That's easy to do. Don't forget to use all of your dimensionals, even those pieces on the side. I always tell the story when I first started crafting, I threw those away. I didn't know any better. Which, of course, they're still good. And they're perfect for when you need something skinny like that to go across.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give some good lift.
We also have a friend that lived in Australia. I don't know how many times they've heard this, but she always cuts all of her dimensionals in half because they were so hard to come by
in
Australia. So, okay, let's see how close I can get this.
Okay. So again, we've got a 1/4 inch smaller piece that Dale's matting on there. So, well, he's going to pull out a super pro tip. So he is putting just a tiny bit of liquid glue on top of the dimensionals. And that way, he gets the best of both worlds. He gets the dimension from the dimensionals, and he gets to have time to position that, which is what liquid glue allows you to kind of wiggle that into place where he wants it. That was awesome.
I'm okay sometimes.
I'm going to give you a round of applause, Dee.
Okay.
That was a great tip. That was a perfect use for that, wasn't it?
Yep.
And it's all lined up now.
Okay, now let's get the reindeer
And you're
face.
popping up your reindeer.
Oh, of course. We don't want him hiding in the background.
And if you want to put this in a shadow box, you could even add a couple of layers of dimensionals. I know, Becca, isn't that an awesome tip?
Okay, and we did a,
What?
Where'd you glue this one at? Just right here on the corner? Or did we pop him up as well?
I put one dimensional behind it.
Okay.
And let me grab the sampler, because we really did debate about where we wanted that to be, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure we ended up putting it, I'm grabbing it to make sure. Here's our sampler. We ended up putting it here.
Okay.
But Dale will show you. We kind of thought about.
We put it here.
Mm-hmm. We did.
We thought about down here.
Mm-hmm.
Over here.
Yeah, we thought about pretty much any place you could put it, even up at the edge of the designer series paper. But we went ahead and went there with just that one dimensional. So like I said, if you are putting this in a shadow box, then you could put stacked 2 dimensionals on top of each other and have your reindeer just a little bit more 3D. So that is our first large square. And now we're going to move on to our next one. This is a really easy one, Dee.
Okay.
And we'll talk about measurements for the 3 that are...
3 by 3.
Yes.
So it's 3 by 3.
Okay.
2 3/4 by 2 3/4.
Okay.
2 1/2 by 2 1/2.
Okay.
2 1/4 by 2 1/4.
All right.
And then die cuts.
Die cuts. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a super simple little square, but it's so cute. Again, we talked about even die cutting some of the packages from the designer series paper and popping that up over the image on the DSP. But we decided that would be a little bit futzy.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to use the dies instead, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. And when you get your kit, you'll see that it's so cute that it has the texture built into the present, into the gift, the way that it does.
Okay.
Oliver is being very quiet, and that is a little concerning.
Y'all had him overworked today is what that tells me. Worked at...
If anybody was overworked today, it was Cheryl.
Bet y'all worked him like a dog.
We did. We did indeed.
I did find a piece of early espresso paper in the kitchen. So
yes, he did get a couple little pieces of paper.
He does enjoy cardstock.
It's one of the reasons he's the crafty pup.
Okay. Well, I see, and I can see out of the corner.
Did you not pop that up?
What's that?
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, this is not the right bow for this one.
It's not?
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh. Will it work?
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Okay. Did we cut the wrong one?
Yeah. Well, it's just going to have a little different look to it.
Okay.
And then we want to pop him up.
Mm-hmm.
Put one dimensional on the back of him.
Why are you not using your take your pick tool?
Oh,
You always do that.
let's put him over here in the corner. Wonky or straight?
You know, I like it wonky.
Okay.
Okay. So cute.
Set that one aside.
All right, we're up to our next one.
Okay. We got a few pieces on this one.
Mm-hmm. So now we've got a different measurement for you as well.
Okay. We're going to start with this one, and it is 3 inches by 6 3/4.
Okay.
The 3/4 adds to the 2 6-inch pieces that would have normally been there.
3 inch.
3 inch, 3 by 3, 2 3x3s, and then 3/4 in this to take up the.
Yeah, let's show them that to make sure that that's clear, because we just kind of messed that up, didn't we?
Yeah, where you have this border all around the opening, negative space. Then this one was 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. This one's going to be 6 3/4. Same kind of, so everything lines up.
When you have to account for the opening that would be there if those were like these squares.
Right.
Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, let us know and we'll try to.
We'll try again.
Yes.
And then,
Words can be hard.
And then, so the next layer is going to be
6
2
and a half.
Yeah, 6 1/2 by 2 3/4.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put him down. And then, so that was 2 3/4 by 6 1/2. If I can get it to slide just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay. I didn't talk about the dies, but I'm going to talk about them a lot here in just a moment.
Okay.
And then this one is 2 1/2 by 6 1/4.
Okay. It's like we're going to test you or something.
You are testing me. You could have jumped in there any time. It made it easy for
You're
me.
the numbers guy. Now what I love is that makes this piece 6 inches.
Okay.
Which, when you've got a 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper, we like those even numbers. We get more out of our paper.
Okay.
And even up those numbers. Now it is still 2 1/4, right, Dean? Is that
Yes.
right? Yeah. So that messes us up cutting the other way. We lose a little bit, but that's okay. We want it to be super cute.
The prosecute is not negotiable.
No, it is not. I agree.
Okay.
So let's set this over to dry a little bit. So now we've got our sentiment, and this is where you're going to get to see stamping with half a stamp.
Okay.
You want to do that first? You want to
Yep.
put let's put the Merry Christmas together.
The Christmas die, if you'll look at it, it's cut and broken into pieces, and it's done this way intentionally.
Okay, where did that Christmas die come from?
Out of that set, it was right behind us. No,
Right there
I'm
beside
sorry.
you. So we
Comes out of
pulled this
Peaceful Seasons.
Peaceful Seasons. So our dies look like a hot mess because we haven't put them on a magnet sheet yet. But he wanted to show you the dies.
And you can see in here where these pieces don't come together. It's designed this way. And then the backer piece cuts everything out. So what I normally do is I'll start at one end. And I try to put a little bit of glue on it.
Very little.
Very little.
Doesn't take a lot. You could use your fine tip glue. You could also use the tip that we've taught you in the past. And we could have done that. Using a sponge dauber and your silicone craft sheet to apply your glue.
And then what I also try to do is when I set it on top of itself like this, and I try to get it lined up, I'll move it around with my take your pick and give it just a second or two to kind of set.
Here, yeah.
Okay. And then I get some glue on my finger and move it all around. Let's try this again. Just grab another take your pick because they don't get as much glue on them.
It's easier to get the glue off the take your pick tool, isn't it?
Right.
Like you're doing die cut surgery.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
So it is a little bit futzy, but it is so worth it. That looks so cute with the red and white.
And let's see if I can get some glue on another little bit of this image without getting it all over everything.
Just a tiny bit. You could use
those
adhesive sheets if you wanted to.
Okay. And just kind of squanching back a little bit.
Just have patience and take your time. You get it?
I think so.
Okay.
Sorry I get so quiet when I...
It's okay. Gotta concentrate, right?
Let's do the glue dot on the holly berries.
Okay. So this does have an awesome stamp set in this suite, but these dies, you can do so much with them.
Okay, now we're going to use a half a stamp. You
Okay.
got me a stamp pad?
A mat?
Matt?
I do.
And some real red ink?
I do.
Okay.
Okay. So, do we have the stamp set right there, or did we already move it? Is it back here?
Right there.
So you've got in here a greeting that says Merry Christmas, just a little strip greeting. But we already have our Christmas. We just want Merry. So there is a banner in your kit that we're going to stamp on. And we're going to do a masking technique with a little post-it note. Now you can also use painter's tape or washi tape. And you just want to cover up Christmas on your stamp.
Okay. Got them all
And now
covered
you're
up.
going to bring your ink to your stamp. So a little bit different than the way we normally ink up a stamp like that. Now, this is a big step that we need. Take the Post-it note off. I know that seems intuitive, but there's a reason why I'm telling you that.
How did we learn that trick?
Trial and error. So that just gives you some more mileage out of your stamps without cutting them apart. That's another option. You can do surgery on your stamps and you can cut them. Or you can just mask it off like that. And now we just have the Mary that we wanted. And it looks super cute, Dee.
All right. Let's get this guy.
Stamping with half a stamp.
Let's get this guy glued.
I believe we popped that up.
Pop that up?
I believe so.
Okay.
When in doubt, though, we'll double check, but I'm pretty sure we did.
Well, then I'm gonna put some minis on.
No,
here.
you're right. We did not, but we did pop up the Mary.
Okay.
And I did put one dimensional behind our holly.
Okay.
And remember, I put it down in the corner.
Okay. We'll put a few minis on here on the Mary.
Okay. Yeah, those mini dimensionals are perfect for that, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you can cut your dimensionals to the size that you need, or we do have mini dimensionals as well. A little bit more difficult to get the backings off the minis.
Yep.
But they multiply, those backings multiply from the minis as well. You'll find them everywhere. LaDonna's late, but she's here, so we're glad you're here, LD.
Okay. So
Remember where that one goes?
we kind of centered him a little bit toward the bottom.
Hold on, and I'll grab it so you can take a look. And I wish we had come up just a tiny bit with it, so that's up to you if you
All right,
want to.
so I'll bring it up just a little bit more.
Just a tiny bit. There we go.
All right. And big dimensional on the back of the holly.
On our holly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, use your take your pick, right?
Mm-hmm. And put him down here in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Let him hang off just a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay. Where we put Mary at?
We put Mary at an angle up here.
Okay.
All right, so that's the next one. We've just got a couple more, and then we'll show you how we put the sampler all together. Now, this is an easy square. We've already given you dimensions for this one. So you've got your white, your granny apple green, and your garden green pieces. And then we're just using a small piece of this pattern of the paper for the background. If you'll hand me the dimensionals, Dee, I'll go ahead and put dimensionals on this little reindeer. Okay. So here is a reindeer that we cut out with the stylish shapes, one of the circles. So he's just so cute with the little Santa hat and everything. And I did pop him up.
What?
Yep.
You popped him up?
Yep.
This is my shocked face.
No, it's not your shocked face. You know. You know how we are with our dimensionals and popping up stuff. All right.
Never heard of such a thing.
So this is another easy little square, but so cute. And that's one of the reindeer we showed you. If you use those circle dies on every other one and then the rounded corner rectangle from Nested Essentials on every other one. You can get all those reindeer cut out from that DSP. It's so adorable.
Try to get him on here a little pretty straight.
Okay.
Okay. Take that one.
Okay, one last square to do.
Uh-oh. I'm running out of squares to do?
You are.
Mm.
And I'm going to work over here on a little bow. So I like to use linen thread and twine where I double it up to give it a little bit more substance to my bow. So I've got 2 strands of that twine. And I'm just tying a bow like I normally do, but just using those 2 strands. So try that with your linen thread, baker's twine. You can do more than 2 strands if you want to. If you want to just really go wild, huh?
Okay.
Whatever you like.
Sounds like a plan.
So Dale will get all of our layers together. And then, do you remember where that little banner comes from, Dale, that we're using? From Nested Essentials dies,
Yes,
I do believe.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, give me a dimensional.
Oh, I can, yeah. I'm falling down on the job. I was checking to see if we have any comments, but I think everybody's just watching.
Watching paint dry, right?
There you go, sir.
All right. We're going to go ahead and put him up here. Close to the top.
Okay.
And then...
So the jingle bells, remember Dale told you cut 2 out at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
We decided to use the glimmer paper from the new holiday catalog, and it comes in granny apple green, garden green, and real red. So we use the 2 green.
No, this has got a green one and a red one.
Oh, does it? Okay.
On the other sampler, we used 2 greens.
So who knows what might be in your packet?
Well, those were...
What?
Well, it didn't stick the way I wanted it to.
Okay. So we really love, it sticks to you just fine. We really love this piece of designer series paper. It's just so fun. But we wanted a little something on there. So went ahead and added the jingle bells.
I'll have a clue on everything before I'm done.
Doing fine. We usually try to keep these classes about an hour. This one's going to be a little bit longer because we still need to put together. I haven't trimmed that or anything because the
I'll get it in just a
snips
second.
were over there. Thank you.
Let's see if I can get this on the glue dot.
I kind of scrunched the glue dot up a little bit just because it is the twine.
Okay.
It's really kind of good. Then you can decide how long you want your tails, right?
Alright. See if I can get this to line up pretty good. We'll leave some long tails.
Okay. And look at this. It's time to place an order. I'm out of twine.
Yes, it is. It's always time to place an order. When's a good time to place an order? Okay.
You good?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, we'll get all the debris out of the way. Let's go ahead and bring back in our two-tone cardstock. Now, like I said, this is a new product that we have. It's part of our scrapbooking line. But super excited about this white core cardstock. It's not quite as thick as our regular 8.5 by 11 cardstock or other 12 by 12, but it's really neat that it has the two-tone to it. Right now, there's a limited number of colors that are available. This comes in a 10-pack. So that was really cool that I could order that package and make the kits for this and have everybody's match. That was awesome. But it comes in a 10-pack, and we've been told that by the next annual catalog, which is May of 2025, we will have all of the colors that will be available. The ones that make sense, because, you know, some of them are just so close in color when you have the variation in them. Can you kind of see, Dale, how it has a little bit of a different effect to it? And that is normal. That's part of it. So I thought that was cool. We've decided to use the darker side, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you remember how it looked?
I do.
Do they? They might want to.
No, they remember how it looks.
Let me show them how it looked again really quick. So this is the part where if you're local to us, you can bring your sampler by and Dale will do this for you. It's a service you provide, right? You've done that before.
Oh,
or
yes.
If you do not have a centering ruler, hop over to Amazon and get one. They are inexpensive, between $4 and $10. They're inexpensive. They're great if you love to do samplers. We need you to kind of backtrack and tell us what you're doing.
Okay.
You're just doing, and we need to know what you're doing, because not everyone has made a sampler with us before.
Well, they didn't notice how Oliver had to look and see what the sampler looked like.
He did.
What
are you doing there?
On the sampler, on the centering ruler, I put the 0 in the center and the 6ers on each end. These marks that you see, hopefully it's not out of. Let's drop it down just a little bit.
Okay.
And you will see these marks. These are 1/4 of an inch marks. So I go up to the 3rd mark line, and that's 3/4 of an inch. And then now I can come in here, and I know I have 3/4 of an inch off of the side, on each side, and I'm going to put the first square in. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this first guy, put me a dot in the corner.
But you've also accounted for it from the top as well,
yes,
right?
That's what those 3 lines did, was bring it 3/4 of an inch down, and it gives me a straight edge to line this up to. So if I hold this down, let's see if I can get glue all over my fingers. If I hold this down and come over to the 3/4 off the edge, the ruler itself, when it's held in place, gives me a border to line up against so that it's as straight as I can get it.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll put that one down. Whoop. And then
we know a lot of you
I need the big square now.
Okay. A lot of you really like things to be as perfect as you can get them. And, you know, if you just want to add it and just do what pleases your eye, that's okay too. That would make your eye twitch, wouldn't it? But some people do it that way, so you do you.
Okay.
But this just shows you the process that Dale goes through to try to get everything centered up and lined up. Becca loves the embossing. I think it's really cute with that birch embossing folder. It does add a little something, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I think it really makes it kind of stand out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so it's looking good so far. Which one do you need next?
Now I'm gonna go do the 2 on the bottom. So I'm gonna flip it upside down, and I'm gonna do the same 3/4 inch trick on the bottom, so that the 6 and 6 line up. Let me drag this down just a little bit.
There you go.
And the 6 and 6 mark will be on each edge, and then 3 notches down on each side on the top up here. And so now I'm gonna come in. That's all. Okay. The little one first.
First, that one. Okay. So you're gonna put it on upside down.
And put it on upside down. Okay. And at 3/4 from the edge. And keeping this top line with the 3rd notch, the 3rd line to be 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
Now the long one.
But you have to do all that math ahead of time for everything to work out the way you want it to, right?
Right. Okay. Once again, we're going to bring it off 3/4 of an inch off the edge. Hold that down so that I got a nice flat straight edge to work against. Pop that in place. Okay, now for the last one, I'm going to go ahead and try to make sure that this is the same all around. Let's see if I can get this in view for you. It should be all lined up.
This is the easy one, right? You're okay. You're okay.
Oliver,
we're almost done.
Oliver needs to see what it looks like.
Go over an hour, just a tiny bit, but that's okay.
Okay. He's going to center up.
Is it working?
It's working.
Awesome. That's how math works.
Well, it'll work out. Okay. And there we go.
So cute, Dee. Turned out super cute, didn't it? Now, let me share a little something with you. When I got all done with our first sampler, and it probably you can see better, we realized that I grabbed Old Olive instead of Granny Apple Green, which is in the Designer Series paper. It works, but I like it with the Granny Apple Green better, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. It's time to put just a couple of embellishments on.
Okay.
You want to do that? In your packet, you will get a little strip of embellishment, so you can just sprinkle those on to your liking. I did put one on the package.
Okay.
If you like that, you don't have to.
I do like that.
You like that?
Oh, yeah.
I put some around our Merry Christmas.
Okay. Oh, I love these big ones. Let's go with
I think I had used them up on my other package of I put some there. I don't really think you can go wrong with them.
Okay. And then let's put one down here. Okay. I'm going to put one in the middle of his bow right here.
Oh, see, I put one on his hat, up on his pom-pom. But yes, on his bow is a really cute place to put one.
Okay.
And then I also put some up around the reindeer that's popped up in that larger square. But again, totally up to you. And you'll have plenty that you can add on where you like them. And then we have found Actually, Cassandra found some really cute frames and shadow boxes at Hobby Lobby. So those are really nice that you can add these samplers to. And I think it would look really cute in a white frame, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
With the dimension, you may want to go with a shadow box. They make those where you can have that dimension. But even in a frame, this will work as well. You may not want to pop things up like we did. But that's how easy it is to make a cute little sampler. And when all your pieces are already cut, it takes about an hour. Awesome.
Well, they can do it quicker than that.
They can do it quicker than that?
Yeah.
So what we like about this is now you have the video that you can refer back to. And again, if you would like to get the kit to make this sampler, all you have to do is place either a $40 or $50 order in our online store at stampwithct.stampinup.net. If you place a $50 order before tax and shipping, then that also gets you a free embellishment. Now, we may not be able to get the peppermint embellishments, but I'll get you an embellishment and add that to your kit as well. Okay, I hope you guys like this little sampler. We had a lot of fun putting it together and getting everything ready. I'm just kind of looking to see. What's
that?
Oh yeah, 50% off at Hobby Lobby. Cassandra's saying she has found some really cute frames there. And we're getting a Hobby Lobby here in Corsicana soon, so we're excited about that. Okay, guys, thanks for being part of our Finally Friday free online class. If you have any questions, let us know. We mentioned measurements throughout the video, but if you have questions or need help with that, we'll be glad to help you. And we look forward to doing some more Reindeer Days projects with you. I didn't show them. Let's go ahead and do that, Dee, before we go. I went ahead and pulled out the bingo cards that we created. The cards that we created at bingo, not the bingo cards, right? So we had some cards that we created that were lots of fun. Easy little layouts, but this paper just makes it so quick and easy to make cute cards. We love those. And then we also wanted to remind you that we do have a line of scrapbooking products now. And these are called Scrapbooking Workshop Kits. You're able to make 6 2-page 12 by 12, not 6, 3 2-page layouts. So 6 pages all together with this kit. In the Reindeer Days, it's $37 for this kit. Full color instructions. You get designer series paper, some of that white core cardstock, the 2-tone cardstock, sticker sheets, laser cut pieces, the photo, like little pieces that you can save the space for the photo. I think that's an awesome deal. So we're going to be working on this soon too, aren't we?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, have a good evening and happy weekend. Hope you get to do some crafting. And if you are celebrating World Card Making Day with us, we will see you tomorrow. We're super excited about that. Or if you're celebrating somewhere else, hope you have a great time. Y'all take care.
Bye.